tell you this. This is not even second Sunday deal. Fucking Friday night. This motherfucker right here, dude. Holy shit, man. There was a bunch of people. It was kind of like that bridge and tunnel crowd in San Francisco that was there. They kind of got out. They left, and it was like I knew it was going to be a good night when they were there. And all of a sudden they left. I'm like shit. You know how everybody, your own stuff. Like I know I see a crowd. Kind of switch into a different gear.
Right.
We all do
get
that. Them in.
Yeah,
we all do that.
Yeah.
It's like, and I knew we were always going to be doing it. And I looked up and said, "Oh shit!" Everybody goes, "Yeah." They, for some reason, they came back. A few of them came back, and Roy seized on it, grabbed them by their throat, put the boot across their neck, didn't let them go back. He didn't give him a chance to fucking come up for air. No, he didn't give him a chance. He was just like, big vocal, his little tech, back big vocal, here's a cut, here's a fucking anthem, he was just like, he was sticking them, dude. I was like, that was awesome. It was. You had Carlos behind him doing the Carlos dance. He's like, yeah.
I love making Carlos dance.
I love it too. I've only done it once. That was him and Quinn were there dancing. And they're both like tall as shit. Well, everybody's tall.
Because you don't see it a lot.
And then they're both getting their dance on. I'm like, dude, this is what's up. What's up.
You don't see it a lot. So when I see it, I know
you're doing something right.
Not just that. It's just nice to to be able to move people that aren't easy to move.
Yeah.
Like other DJs?
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of DJs don't dance. We just
and for the most part, depending on how for the most part, it's arguable. You can put a number on it, but we all share the same percentage of tracks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that's why I made that comment earlier about, he was just playing tracks. As opposed to it just feeling like it flowed and it just made sense.
Yeah.
Which is relative. I can't say that what I did is like universal or anything. But it made sense. It played to the vibe. It helped build the vibe and sustain the vibe. And granted, you can think about it all you want. It's still an educated guess. I still out of the zillion tracks I got to pick from, I'm picking this one next. I'm picking this one. I hope this motherfucker works. And when it does, it's a wonderful thing. Especially when you can see it reach people.
Yeah.
That's where it's at. That's
good
shit.
That's all it is too. Is you pick it this week or this night, and it kills it. Next time you pick it, nothing.
Yeah, I played a track that killed in San Diego. In Denver, I had to get away from it after 16, dude. I'm like, this ain't working. He said, you see it in their faces, like, I'm like, oh shit, let me quickly find something else. Yeah, because clearly they are not into this motherfucker.
Right.
It's crazy what people are into in different areas, different times of the week, different clubs, and dude, I like fucking. I like what they've done with the new Friday Night Social, dude, at Bacho.
Bocho.
That's what I was saying.
No, you were saying Bacho.
No, I was not. Was I?
Yeah.
Dude, I've been trying to make a point to say that, dude. Are you kidding me? You know what the fuck I mean.
That's why Carlos corrected you. He was like, hey, just so you know, it's Bocho.
I could have swore he said, just so you know, it's Bacho.
No. He said Bocho, he said Bocho, not Gazpacho. All right, we live.
Oh, shit, dude.
Welcome to another episode of Other Side of Vegas. I am Roy Evans.
Bruno Browning.
And the man in the middle right here is my man Joey Focus. And we're going to get to him in a minute. But right now, I'm going to freestyle with what we got coming up this week. Actually, I don't have to completely freestyle it. First off, thank you guys for being here.
Well, I live here.
Well, yeah, right. Yeah. What's the level?
Oh, not calling him.
Ow! Jeez.
We have a lot of cocktails out here.
Hey,
There's you guys.
hey, goddamn professionals up in here.
Dude, tell you what, there's a lot of liquid right now. I'm like,
be very afraid.
Nobody move.
Hunting rabbits.
Exactly.
So this week coming up, actually starting with tomorrow, We got T3 Techno Taco Tuesday, and that's going to be with Piero Piropa.
Oh, no, come on.
Pirupa. Hey man, that was fucking close. You see these soup coolers?
Dude,
like, that was close.
I wish they had booked somebody called Bob. Just once.
And they're gonna have Panther. He's so Panther, you gotta say it twice.
Panther squared.
And my man Alex Clark. Want to have Space Birds. And then Wednesday, you got Wrecking Crew Wednesdays with Shelby and Vixen and DJ Child and usual suspects, Jessica Lynn, D, Greg, Audio Bender, and the whole crew, Carlos. Also Wednesday, the W Hotel, Unfiltered Soul, The Funk Down with Rob Alon and Doug W. And also Wednesday, there's Solution Wednesdays with Ikaika at DCR, the Downtown Cocktail Room. Thursday, the Nasty Man is in the house. Nasty Nate is going to be in the building with Jay Handel, Nathan Clement for Solo Soul at Juicy Beats.
That's right, I saw that.
Yep. And also Thursday at DCR, you got Lenny Alfonso.
Lowdown.
Lowdown Thursdays, or DCR Thursdays.
I said Lowdown, Lenny. Sorry.
I'm
sorry.
He's talking about your height. That's he's like, man, chill. And then Friday, we have Unfiltered Soul again at DCR. They're going to be getting it in, and that's Rob Alon and Doug W. And then Bocho, I don't know who's playing Bocho Friday,
Bocho.
Yep, with Carlos Sanchez.
Say it 3 times.
and big ups to my man Andrew, Chef Andrew, for killing it. But anyway,
this motherfucker. No, hold on. No, hold the fuck on. Hold the phone. So this. No. Fuck. Time out. We link up. He's playing, killed it. We all know that. It was great. But before that, we're having dinner. We order a roll. I'm like, man, I'm gonna have me a Disco Inferno roll. I look at him on his phone. What the fuck you doing? Oh, I'm texting the chef. Said made me something special. Ain't this motherfucker here, boy? I mean, I didn't think you were. I didn't think you were that much better for DJ than me. Goddamn.
Now, that is not nearly as bougie as it sounds.
It's bougie as shit, dude. That's bougie as hell.
The thing is, I don't know shit about sushi. So once I started going there, I said, hey man, just whatever you recommend, long as it ain't spicy, let's get it in, because certain people's level of spicy is different than mine. So I said, just. He said, and he said, he started it. He said, you know what? I'll make you something special.
And then the chef came upstairs to say, hey, I hope you like this, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, hey, bougie ass Roy Evans. Yeah, that one coming.
That shit was bomb. Hey, yo, I kid you not. Goddamn sashimi salad, man. Yo, that shit was, it was amazing. Big ups to my man Andrew, because he never disappoints. Fuck that. I'm going to take that. Yeah. Goddamn right I am. You need to get your ass down to Bocho and get you some fucking sushi and tell Andrew I sent you. How about that? And you can get you something special too.
Man, dude, I better get something special next time. Fuck, get something special.
You gonna text him?
I don't have his number.
So where did I end off at? I ended off at
sorry, people. Sorry.
Bocho Friday, and also Friday you got Turmeric with Douglas Gibbs and Ikaika, and Saturday. You have Douglas Gibbs at Downtown Cocktail Room, and Ikaika's going to be at Turmeric.
Damn.
And they, little flip floppage. And
Monopoly on.
And also Friday, Saturday, Juicy Beats. I don't know who's playing, but it's still an option. Whatever it is going to be fire. Let's see. And then Sunday, is that Christmas Eve? Yeah, something like that. Sunday was gonna be Aaron and Harry.
I was actually looking forward to that. I was actually going to try to make my way down to that.
Oh, that was a given.
Yeah, just because I like to see Harry too.
Now, on one side, big ups to Tacos and Beer for wanting their employees to have Christmas off. You know what I mean?
Right. No shit.
But at the same time, actually, I'm not even gonna get into that part. Figure something out to make that up. For Aaron and
for Sunday.
Yeah. So and then also Sunday you got Terrace After Hours. Are they gonna be?
No, it's daytime now. Remember?
Yeah, that's what I meant.
It starts at noon.
Are they doing Christmas Eve?
I don't know. I didn't talk to him last night.
Told you.
And happy belated birthday to Jessica. I wasn't able to get there for that.
I did.
Shit.
I haven't even had any monkey business either. I'm like this.
No monkeys in the building tonight.
No monkeys in the building.
We just getting saucy. Speaking of getting saucy.
Oh, shit.
Let's get that popping.
Dude.
Yeah, man.
Well, you know. Okay. All right. As long as we don't get it all on my shit, we good.
Oh, man. You gonna shoot yours or you want to mix it, man?
I'm going to mix it.
I'm talking about,
come
on. Yes, man.
My bad. This is uncharted territory. I kind of want this ginger beer. Do some refreshing shit.
Hey, man. Hey, for anybody that thinks they even remotely like ginger beer, you know what? Nah, they ain't paying me. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, fuck that shit, dude.
I had to catch myself. My bad.
Here.
I want something. I'm gonna try the grown man drink.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get it.
What's up, man?
Yeah, slide that down.
Grown man drink. What's up? Put hair on my
Oh, wait a
chest.
minute. That was the J-Mo, though.
I can drink it all.
Oh, okay, cool.
Whatever.
I'm cross-trained.
I can't drink a lot.
I can cross-train. You know what? I can do it. I don't necessarily like it, but I can hold my alcohol for the most part. It's just not my favorite drunk per high. Let's put it like that.
Right.
So I just don't like drunks. You always have to put hands on them eventually.
You know what?
Not always.
Well, I mean, if you give enough time and opportunity in alcohol, yeah, eventually you got to put hands on them.
Hey, I consider it providing a service.
Put them to sleep.
Oh, provide the service.
If
we were just talking about this, right?
If it seems necessary, fuck yeah.
Whatever.
You're overdue for a fucking nap. Sit down, shut the fuck up.
Night. DJ Rip Van Winkle.
So we got Focus in the building. Now Focus is a Las Vegas mainstay. I think he opened up the first club with Moses or something like that. No, I'm just kidding.
Damn, not that old, bro. Relax.
But you have been in the scene for a minute.
You mean Uncle Ben or Actual Moses?
You know, the actual one. Yeah. But yeah, from would you say that you're more known for desert parties?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, with our 0 point thing and just being in the desert all the time.
Big ups to Senor Scalar.
Hanging out.
Is it Scalar or Scalar?
Scalar.
Scalar. At least I asked. I have a way of bastardizing almost anything at some point.
Whatever.
Big ups to Mike.
Yeah, I'm more known for the desert. Staying in the desert for a week.
There's no VIP room out there. I'm not down with it.
The RV, bro. Yeah, that's the VIP room, the RV.
Dude, where's the green room at?
As a matter of fact, you played yesterday. What was that last night? Did you do the day party or the night party?
Day.
Okay. Terrace After Hours, Brett Rubin, Steve Walker on the Percolators.
Hellenistic Pride, baby.
Monkey Safari played last night. Jay Manto.
Yeah. Big ups to Jay. I haven't seen him in a minute.
Yeah, it was fun.
And Donna. I'm sorry. I love Donna.
Donna was there. Hooking the place up with decorations, Christmas decorations.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool.
So, yeah, it was fun. I had to leave a little early. I was feeling sick. But started to get packed when I was leaving, so.
Yeah. Can't hate that. That's always good, man.
It was cold as shit, though. So when they put it inside, closed the doors.
I thought that Jackson was going to catch his ass on fire a couple weeks ago when I was there, when Edgar, Tony, and Edgar and Tony played, and
for their takeover, right?
Yeah, and it was dude. He was so close to that fire pit that I was pretty soon it was going to be like some type of Korean barbecue or something.
Stop, drop, and roll. Stop, drop, and roll.
Yo, you fucking racist.
Just saying. He was real close to that fire, Jack.
Big ups to Jackie, baby. Oh, man. I just, I think we may have skipped one or two episodes, but at some point in the episode, I got to call him a racist.
You know, that's what he does.
Just for the fuck of it. So that was Monkey Safari and who else? Jay Monto,
Jay.
you, and who?
Brett and Steve.
Ah, fuck Brett. I'm kidding.
That guy.
All right. That dude. That's cool. That's cool. What? Who was that? Nacho last night.
That would be Frenchie, Grover, and Jacob.
Ah, Caravan.
Yeah, Caravan Sundays. Well, it just flows off the tongue, doesn't it? I think I signed the track last night. I heard a track from him last night. It was really, really, really good. I like it. Let it be known, Frenchie's been in the studio, killing it, and smartly he's building up a nice little catalog. So when he drops it down, he's ready to go.
Yeah.
Which is a smart play because you don't want to be the guy struggling next month trying to get out a release, and all of a sudden the wells run dry.
Yeah, Frenchie's a thoroughbred.
Yeah, he's
thoroughbred. Another long time Vegas mainstay.
Yeah, but he left, so he had to start over.
Yeah, you know, no backsies. No backsies.
Sorry.
Yeah. But I mean, you can't discount Fremont Records. And, you know what I mean? Like,
that's right.
He wasn't just DJing, you know. But yeah. So you got something coming up also, right? Day before New Year's Eve.
Yeah, on the 30th. 0 Point. We're getting back together for that night. Called a reunion, 0 Point reunion on the Artisan patio.
Getting the band back together.
You don't even know the name of my band.
Dude, we can rap right now.
Holy shit.
This is Browning.
We signing off. It's all right. Ain't no topping that.
So yeah, we're taking getting the patio going.
Shit, that was hilarious.
Gonna bring out the turbo sound on the patio.
Good, because that sound on the inside sucks.
No,
It does.
it's dope.
That speaker.
You only got to
sounds-
keep the highs like.
What about when the speakers
At
are smoking?
9
What
o'clock.
about when the mixer starts popping?
It never does that.
He had to try. Well, I mean, in all
Fix that
honesty,
speaker over the door.
my only thing about wait, where's this at?
Artisan.
Oh yeah, you know what?
Fix it. Yeah.
That's why we're bringing our own sound.
That speaker's been popping going outside over the door. That thing's all fucked up forever.
Yeah.
I mean, I love that place, but damn, fix your shit.
I'm not.
You must do.
Just inside, dude. You got to keep the highs.
I'm not gonna say no names, but
Yeah, you do.
when it was turned on, and I said, "Hey, the speaker's blown," and the answer I got was, "But it makes it louder."
Oh, right out there. You know what? You can't fix stupid.
All right. I don't want to say any names either, but so I'm talking. We have I forget what part it was. Anyways, we're talking. I'm talking to somebody. Say speakers right here. Like I was like, hold on. Out of the corner of my eye, I just look. There ain't no fucking speaker in the sub cabinet. I'm like, dude, there's no speaker in the sub cabinet.
These are the drawers you're looking for.
And I got told, oh, I know. We'll just use it for the amp.
I'm sorry, that's some funny ass shit.
This is why we can't have nice
This
things.
is why we can't have nice things, Las Vegas. That's why we can't have nice
No,
things.
not even
Still
Las
love those
Vegas.
people,
This is
but-
where you say, this is why we can't have nice things, motherfucker.
Yeah, but artists has been doing.
I mean,
artists
it's
been doing
that
it for a
kind
minute.
of buffoonery.
That's a great word for it.
That fucks it up. And I don't want to make it seem. Oh, yeah, I do. I am going to make it seem like it. It fucks it up for everybody.
That's right.
You know,
It
because
does.
all these, they would appear to be indiscretions, but these are like really big faux pas.
Well,
You know, these are the things
And
that.
forever.
Now, granted, us being more in depth with the nuances of, you know, party going, you know, makes us hypersensitive. I get that.
Still,
Most
man,
people
come
don't
on.
see or hear what we see and hear. But when people walk away from a spot that had a great time, they usually can't describe that either.
Yeah, it's true.
right.
You know, there's certain things that happen, you know, that make that happen. And there are people that are meticulous about the simplest shit.
Yeah.
You know, and I hate to be all trivial about it, but it's almost like you know how many free throws fucking,
Here we go.
you know,
he lost it.
You know, Jordan, you know, may have practiced to make that shit look easy, or Kobe, whatever fucking moves, you know what I mean? It's all kind of things that happen, like, you know, practicing your transitions or whatever the fuck it is.
That make it look
that make it look flawless.
Yeah. It's not talking shit either if it's the truth.
And it's been the truth without it being fixed for years.
Very long
That's
time.
the problem I have.
Not just years, motherfucking years.
Yeah. I mean, for a minute.
When I feel a certain way about something, I got to put a motherfucker on it.
Every DJ in town,
motherfucking Roy Evans.
every DJ in town, if you say, you know, that speaker over the entrance going outside the patio, every DJ's play, they go, oh yeah. Everybody knows. That's a long time, dude.
Or like the Heights, same shit.
That,
Everybody
that mixer.
knows.
What's going on right now?
Okay, here's a rabbit hole for you.
Yeah, we were rabbit holing.
Here's a rabbit hole for you. I'm gonna make that bitch like a fucking wormhole right now.
Here we go.
There's a direct correlation between what we just described and what happens in the path to getting us to where we are right now. In other words, let's say for instance, from a side of empathy, what it has to be like to deal with an establishment that won't allow you, whether it be budget-wise or whatever the case may be, that puts you in a position that makes you say, fuck it. Let's just say, for all intents and purposes, that dude may have been wanting to get that shit done. And they're like, oh, well, we don't have the money, we don't want to do that, you know. Who's to say? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And after a while, it's like, you know what, fuck it. They don't give a fuck, I don't give a fuck, as long as I get paid.
Yeah, which...
You know what I mean?
Might be the case.
So,
which is like a plague almost. It's like it just breeds and
let me draw a direct correlation, you know, to the dude that just happy to have a spot to play.
Ooh, no, he didn't. Just enough to get by.
Hey, it's true.
It goes to bar. You know what I mean? And especially when you expect more and you're not doing more. You know, I mean, it made it easy for me to freestyle most of this shit because here it is, you know, whoa, that rabbit hole got real big.
Real big.
It got real big.
But it's always, we deal with it all the fucking time, though. That's what we
in this town everywhere, dude. Unless you're doing your own shit. Like
even then, you got to deal with so many variables that's outside your control, and I guess that's part of being good at what you do is making it look whatever. Easy. Yeah, but you shouldn't have to. It could be so much better.
But with that said, we strive for greatness. Yeah. And when it's all said and done, this is why there's a camera on and we're going live right now because we got shit. We got
That's
shit.
What you said. We're just talking shit.
No, my thing is that against all odds, you got cats that are fighting to get the good fight. And I'm not just talking about me. I'm not just talking about him. I'm not just talking about just the people that you may have seen on the show so far. There are a lot of cats that are striving for greatness and that are trying to step their game up.
You don't see everybody.
No, you're right.
And that's what the other side of Vegas is about. Because there is another side to Vegas. And when you forego all the bullshit. Yeah. When it's all said and done, there's more than the strip.
A lot more.
You know what? I'm gonna fucking do it. I'll do it. I will put my bottom 5 against anybody on the strip.
Starting 5. Starting 5.
Not me. I'll make a list, and the bottom 5 people on that fucking list.
Let them pick.
Let them pick. No, that they get fucked up. No, they're gonna have to trust that they're my bottom 5. Because if they just pick, they're gonna catch a bad one.
Yeah. That's the good part, though.
I kid you not. Yeah. And I mean, that's with all earnestness, and I have number of respect for the monetary aspect of what happens on the strip. I'm not knocking that shit at all.
No.
But what I'm saying is, in a spot that's a tourist attraction, there's other shit here that's worthy of your time.
And people don't know. Like, it's like Friday night when my wife turned some people on to some house music. And they were asking about what to do, whatever. And she sent them a text, come out, see Roy at Friday Night Social. She didn't even know Roy was playing. I said, yeah, Roy's playing. Don't be there. Right. The guy came in and goes, we had no idea.
Yeah.
We had no idea there was. I said, but I said, there's 4 things going on in a 2-block radius right now from where you're sitting.
You got the Bermuda Triangle.
It's only a mile away from the strip.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, you just got to find it.
Get off that
like
trap.
any good thing, you got to find it. And get in, and if you get in, you fit in, and if that's just how it, if you find that you should be all right.
Right.
But you gotta look for it.
And the thing is, we got a not nearly as long as some other major cities, but we got a history of underground music. And as a matter of fact, this cat played a big part of that shit. Talk some shit.
Talk some shit.
I'm not talking none.
No,
so we were just talking about it.
I mean, as far as like the spots that, you know what I mean, that paved the way for the spots that
you know, shoot some of the same dirt, man. It's like back in the day, man. Like
Glow, Utopia. I never played either one of those, but I was there.
I secretly
because I didn't want to because I wasn't good enough. Yeah, I never even tried.
Me too. I wasn't good enough to play there.
Like Seven
in his lane.
Yeah,
Seven.
Yeah, dude. Well,
Empire.
Yeah, dude, just so many, dude. Bix's. Remember Bix's? I mean, there was so many places. Do you remember playing against Sam's after?
Yes.
He's old school, right? Dude, lasted 4 weeks.
Do you remember? Like, I was just telling somebody this a couple weeks ago. So, during the week, there would always be a bar that somebody played at.
Yeah.
And it would be packed.
Packed.
Every night.
Yeah.
People weren't competing with each other.
No.
It was like, hey, you got Mondays? Cool, I'll do Tuesdays or Wednesdays at a different bar.
Exactly.
And the whole scene
it could be
come out.
Anchor.
Yeah. The whole scene would come out, support, and then go to the next bar. And then Friday and Saturday was Utopia as well.
That's gone. Yeah, because it's like
Dre's back in the day.
Because like the week was like the preliminaries, the warming up for the weekend. The weekends had the compulsories that you're going to go to Glow, or you're going to go to Utopia, you're going to go to Dre's, whatever. But those weekend those little parties. That was the shit, dude. Like,
and it was always packed.
Always packed.
Always just everybody you see on the weekends, you see there.
Yep.
Catch up, have fun.
Did you play against Sam? That's what's up. Because that was a short-lived fucking dude. If you were in there,
I went there with Maddie.
Of course you did. Big up to Matty Hayes.
Thank you for fixing my
the technician, man. That dude's a beast, dude. He's he's a nerd. He's a fucking nerd. I love it.
Well, so he fixed my computer and my keyboard wasn't working. Akai MP49.
Yeah.
And it wasn't working right. Like, I would have to unplug, like, just a bunch of weird shit. And, like, dude, just leave it. I'm used to it. He's like, bullshit.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, cool. That's better for me.
Maddie's got the unique distinction of one day we had a CD, one of his CDs back a million years ago. And Katie goes, now granted...
The Breaks?
Yeah.
What is Breaks?
And she goes, he's my favorite DJ in town. I'm like, bitch.
Right.
But to be fair, I was still train wrecking, fucking trying to learn how to fucking mix vinyl. So to be fair, but she was like, adamant, my favorite DJ in town. I'm like, yeah.
Hey, Katie had taste.
She had taste.
What happened to you, girl?
Yeah, she likes both me and you now. Yeah.
Where are you at, Maddie?
She's going to shit now. Yeah, that was fun times because there's not many of us. Well, actually, there's a lot. But I secretly, and I tell this to anybody that's been around, I put a little check mark in my mental notations if you went to Glow or not, and you lived in Vegas at that time. Because you're a certain type of cat that went to Glow.
Right.
Yeah. You're a certain level of rickishness. Like, if you just went to, you did your Dre's and you were, I'm going home, or I'm doing, but if you were at Glow on a Sunday at noon,
it was fun.
They were cooking some unnecessary barbecue on patio. I don't know who was cooking barbecue.
So for those of you that may not know, that just explains what rickishness means.
Oh, it's like being like Rick James. I coined that term. Like being like Rick James, rickish. I coined that phrase 2008. Being like Rick James.
Hashtag rickishness.
Rickishness. Mad rickish, man.
Oh, God.
It's all.
Oh, hey, and the crazy part is it wasn't like 20 people there. It was like...
It was
150, 200. Slam. Inside and outside.
It was crazy. Dude, I was sitting there one time and there's freaking... there's Kid Rock like beside me around the bar, and I'm doing what I do. Making out with a couple of bras, doing my thing. And we decided to leave, and Kid Rock goes, hey. I'm like... Hey, I thought it was. I was really high. I don't know. I could have been sideways, but it was good times, man.
Yeah,
really good times, man.
Never
really
any drama.
Yeah, like, very rare.
Even like I was talking about, when you get there, whenever, seeing the different crowd, the hip hop crowd come out,
Yeah, because we did it Friday night, so we picked up a patio right after the hip hop, which is a tough transition.
Yeah,
but it worked.
There was never any drama there.
Oh, you see Be Real and Suge Knight in that motherfucker, dude, chilling with all these little weird eye looking motherfuckers. That's like, I mean, the jumping Jim, fucking going, yo, I'm hanging out with Be Real and Suge Knight. He's like, take a picture of me and Suge Knight. I'm like, okay, boy. but it was all cool.
Right, it
was all cool. And that was, it was good times, man. Good times back then. Good times.
Very much so.
Look at you now.
Killed some brain cells.
No one does that.
Why?
They replenish the
Hey, if you remember, you remember Javier with the sun in his hair when he had the sun in tints and the plaid red pants playing "I'm in the mood, baby." He remembers. He played that shit out of that track, dude. It was terrible. That was exactly what I'm talking about, Javier.
My name is Emmett.
Mine too.
I ain't in it.
I was listening and laughing.
I have no idea. I wasn't here then. No, I wasn't.
Yeah, how convenient.
Me neither. I wasn't here either.
I wasn't
there.
I was.
Wait, depending on what year that was.
Ridiculous.
Depending on what year that was was still in Hawaii. So
I wasn't. That Sunny in the plaid pants was ridiculous. Next topic.
Haters gonna hate.
How do you say?
Is it really hate though? I don't know. I never believed in that. I never believed in haters. Is it just me?
Jealousy? Is that what you believe in? Not hate.
Not even jealousy. Or should I say? I mean, I believe it exists. I just don't recognize it.
Yeah,
because I don't give a fuck.
Right.
Unpersons.
Well, the only reason I say that because you hear a lot of people talking about haters. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's almost like. Hey, I may be talking about you, but it's almost like they gauge their existence or their importance on how many haters they have.
Oh, it's like, dude.
Okay. So it's like it became their necessary evil.
Okay. Yeah,
like they only strive to do something to make their haters mad. These imaginary haters.
Somebody.
If that's what you strive for, then chances are they are imaginary.
Somebody that I know. Not gonna mention any names.
Oh, that's so fun.
Says, why are all these people hating on me? Dude, my tracks are fire. I was like, dude, your tracks are shit.
Nobody's
hating on you. They're being honest with you.
And I'm the asshole, Vegas.
If you know me, you already know. That's all.
Yeah, me too. That's gotta keep it real, man.
So, dude, if somebody's being honest with you, if you're shit, no matter what it is, if you're a shitty individual, if your tracks suck, if you suck at basketball, if you suck at cleaning a fucking floor, and somebody tells you, it's not a hater. Somebody being honest with you.
Well, we say this all the time,
right? But everybody wants you to keep it 100.
And then when you keep it 100, you're a hater.
Everybody acts like they want honesty until you're honest with them, and then it's like, oh,
well,
hey.
What do we always say? People mistake these days in these current times. A lot of people mistake honesty with assholery.
Right. Very true.
You know, and don't.
Well,
not just asshole.
And I'll admit that in the age of Facebook humble bragging, more times than not, you're being an asshole. But in this day and age, it's almost like when it comes to being honest, most people do it to look down on people. You know, so it's it's easy for them to assume that you're looking down on them.
Well, and what they want to, they tend to remember. I always one of my sayings. I always say that wasn't my default. Like, they don't remember the 3 or 4 times that we talked about it before, where it's just like, hey man, you know this, and that. So what they remember is you're a terrible fucking DJ. Go home and practice. That's what they remember. They don't remember the year of, hey man, you might want to tighten this to that. But all they remember is that. And then they cry, and there's the whole thing. But,
See, now, I wasn't going to say that. Man.
I saw you struggling.
But I have no clue. I
saw you struggling, so I had to add a little more. But that's not my default. Is to say you're.
But let me actually say to both of y'all. Well, okay, 3 of y'all. But I honestly believe that it worked. So if you may have been an asshole at first, But whatever it was, and that's the thing about this whole like this fake hater shit.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, this motherfucker thing. But he has been putting in work.
And that's good.
You know,
he needed to, and he's gotten better.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
But it wasn't by default that day. It was a lot. A year led up to that of not listening.
And then, but in all earnestness, before that happened, there was quite a bit of train wreckery.
Gratuitous train wreckery and Hot Topic House. Hot Topic House.
And that was what brought it out. That was the proverbial straw. Right. So it's not
I had enough.
So although there are times when we can be on some get off my lawn shit, but for the most part, we do try to cultivate new talent.
Oh, dude, I love it.
You know, that's my default. You know,
so
if there ever comes a time when you feel like I may be being an asshole, that's because I'm human. But for the most part, it's all love, and it always is love.
Of it.
It always is love. Yeah. But at the same time, sometimes some people don't really respond unless there's some shock value in it.
Well, it's the only thing to save I think people like that said it and fucking Roy, he ain't wrong.
Hold on. Like we were talking about, did you do it on Facebook for the shock value, or did you do it in person?
It was in person.
Right there in person.
This is
exactly. You didn't want
unfortunately, there may have been witnesses, but when it's all said and done, it was the end result of something that culminated.
Yeah.
Over
now I just
time.
boo.
Yeah, that's our thing.
Boo.
We just boo.
Now all I say is, sounds good, bro, all the time. That's it.
There isn't nearly as much sting to that because we kind of do it. We go both ways.
Well, now, because now it's good. Well, now,
I get it.
If you throw some hot shit,
well, see, if we're booing each other or somebody else that's an elder statesman. Booing means damn, that's good.
Yeah,
but if you're not, then you're like boo. That means don't confuse it now.
It's gonna get confused. You already know. If you're saying don't confuse it, you know it's getting confused.
Back to the barrel for you. Need a little more practice.
Hey, Mindy booed Wally. Boo.
She did.
And he goes. She ain't wrong, motherfucker. that last mix was fucked up. But she goes, told you.
Yeah. She booed Uncle Wally. Wally Calario, that is.
She was hilarious.
But, but she's a thoroughbred and she can do that.
Yep, and he's a man, he owned up to it. To be fair, he laid it down that week.
How about that there?
Dude.
Come back
to Vegas.
Wait, let me slow that down for a second. How about a veteran, decades in the game, like being able to take the fact that he got booed, playfully or not, he could have reserved the right to be butthurt about that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he was not. Took it like a champ. So you 6 month motherfuckers.
Exactly. That's a great fucking point right there. Hashtag 6 month motherfuckers.
That is good.
Damn. Dude, I knew this show was going to be good.
I'm telling you, that's what he told me.
It's saucy, baby.
All we do is talk.
I can't drink no more, man. Fuck.
Who got the fucking puckered butthole over there, man? What the fuck's going on? You nursing that shit.
I got other things going on.
I'll give you that. Ambidextrous and all. You got
you
got other things going on.
I mean, just like we were talking about before the show started, you get kids who mom and dad buy them. Not even mom and dad.
Well, that was you, motherfucker. Said mom and dad.
That was me. Say something. Mom and dad buy them, or they buy
we should
themselves.
never be in the same party together, ever.
Or they buy themselves,
ever.
whatever, a controller and a computer, and then 2 weeks later they want to fucking be in the world.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I get it.
But you
The gingerbread.
Yeah.
I get it, but I spent 3 years in my mom and dad's bedroom on wax.
Yeah.
This stuff.
Exactly. Oh, that's it too. Vic Lavender, man.
Dude, that's a laser disc. That's
that
not
stuff.
Vic Lavender, motherfucker. What you know about Vic Lavender, man?
On that stuff, learning.
That's a great fucking record.
Learning how to play, because back in the old days, like us old timers were talking about, if you started a train record, you weren't given a warning. You were told get the fuck on. I'm taking over.
Exactly.
That's what it was, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
So,
Fix that vinyl,
thank you,
motherfucker.
sir. So, I'm sorry, sir. I don't want no trouble. So,
I run a tight ship.
so that's what I did.
Yeah.
So if you want to be a DJ, practice.
And you can tell cats. I think for the most part, like I can tell how a cat plays with no matter what medium they're using by the way they EQ. I mean, for the most part. I mean, because you just different. You learn that you have to be real flexible with the vinyl because shit's gonna be hot, shit's gonna be cold, shit's gonna be low. And now I struggle with, like, when you came in, I was just started mastering this track that we got this EP that coming up with Doc Lincoln soon. And it's a balance because young guys, and I'm bringing it all together, they want every track to be as loud as the next track. And it's like, that's not how it goes. The dynamics are going to dictate how loud you can get. And it's a struggle as a producer and as running the label because you can't have it so low to be militant that you're not loud as at least close.
Right.
But then everyone's getting louder and louder. But it all stems from the young guys going, well, I just want this track's too low. Well, yeah, that's called music.
It's not all the same. Different engineers,
DJ,
different ears, different.
I'm going to slightly disagree.
Really?
I'm going to slightly disagree because depending on what mixer you are using, it'll either say gain, it may say trim, but between that and the EQ, technically you can get it loud. You can match, the previous track's
but
volume.
he's talking about they
want it perfect. It's called mixing.
Well, yeah, we're saying the same thing.
So just like making a cake, you have to mix these ingredients. That's what that mixer does. And it doesn't have to be, for all you cats that like bloody pussy, it doesn't have to be in the fucking red.
That's what
it don't have to be in the fucking red. You know what I mean?
Red is bad.
Like, I mean, if you're EQing, necessarily EQing, that means that you've been outside on the dance floor, and then you go in and you see what the other DJ had his EQ at. You put on a track, especially if you're not familiar with the room. You put on a track that you know. You put on a track that you know, and then you walk back onto the dance floor.
Yeah.
And that's provided you haven't had an opportunity to get a sound check.
Yeah.
So that's another thing. You need to work to get to a position where you get a sound check. But I digress.
Or you have people that you know and you can trust and you don't need it.
No, fuck that. You're playing, your name is on it.
See,
put a track on, and you go out on the fucking dance floor, and you differentiate the difference between what happened, what you hear inside the booth and out on the goddamn dance floor.
We're saying the same thing, though. I agree with you.
Because a monitor is a straight representation from the mixer. What happens from the master, you don't know what the fuck is going on. All kinds of processing going on. And you go out there and hear how that translates. Then you act accordingly. Just like, depending on your time slot, you play accordingly. If it's 9 o'clock, it shouldn't sound like 3 a.m.
But see, we're saying the same thing. I'm saying that is the young cats that the 6 month #6 months motherfuckers. This is the balance from the label point of view. The thing is shifted where they're not mixing a lot of cats, so they expect these tracks to be loud. So then some labels get louder and louder and louder, and I try to split the difference between squash and dynamics and getting it close. This is just for sales reasons, you know what I mean? Just purely sales because they're spoiled. They want it to be all the same level. It's like, then I don't need you then. I can just have a jukebox at that point. I mean, just looking at it as a label standpoint, what are you bringing to the table? If you're a young DJ, if you want the levels right, to match, that's not going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, right is relative because there's no consensus.
Well, I mean levels. Loud. They want it loud.
It's not like 20 years ago where you had every piece of gear had a different power cable.
Yeah.
And then there was a consensus, and they came what was called the UPC.
Yeah.
Universal Power Cord. That's why some people call them D plugs. That's why now all the gears have that shit because there was consensus and all that came together. You're not going to get that when it comes to tracks.
Well,
especially now, especially when it comes to the QCing of track source. I got shit fucking peaking at -12 dB. Know what that means.
Yeah, but with the phenomenon of overcompressing to get louder, they're getting away from dynamics.
That's what I was just gonna say. It takes away from the actual sound.
House music and waveforms they're supposed to be like a hot broad and curves, baby. There should be no fucking flat lines like that. Like that's. As soon as I see that, it's like, well, Jesus Christ, this is so
especially today when every track has a goddamn drop in it.
A drop. I'd love to buy a track with a drop.
What's a drop? You mean like the?
I mean less than 5.
You mean like 20 seconds of music and then a 2-minute drop and then 13 seconds of music?
Yeah, Mr. Holland.
And then you got a 16. Then you got a 16 bar build up.
Yeah.
And it goes.
And then goes drops right back into the drop.
Fizzles. And at the end of that, it goes and it goes the whole build up, and it's the same shit it did 32 bars ago.
It's called the porpoise.
Nothing new.
It's the porpoise.
Nothing fucking new. God damn it! To talk about thinning the goddamn herd. I tell you, man, clack. God damn it. Hey,
6
holy
months,
shit.
motherfuckers.
Strip cats again. We called you guys out on the strip cats.
Hashtag strip. Holy shit, dude! We can't keep doing
that.
I do.
Rabbit hole like a motherfucker.
I do respect the monetary value. You know, I do appreciate all you cats that come and buy tables, you know, and bottles and services and all that shit. You know, I appreciate the taxes that you know.
I appreciate you guys paying my wages.
Your contributions to the Las Vegas, economy. But what I have a problem with is the cats that talk about that one time in band camp when they came to Vegas 8 years ago and they were out on the strip, and the music sucked because you went on the fucking strip. You know, so if you got a mature palate, matter of fact, you know what? If you're watching this shit anyway, just come home.
Yeah, we might be preaching to the choir, but if you're watching this shit,
yeah,
there's a lot of underground shit going on.
Yeah, man. I mean, like all kinds of underground. We got levels of underground.
There's levels to this shit.
We got levels of underground between Terrace, between DCR, between fucking Juicy Beats and Tacos and Beer with Nacho House and Second Sundays and all kinds of grooviness.
How deep do you want to go? You can go way out to the desert.
Oh shit! I'm throwing a part of the dreams.
You know, I mean, God damn.
That. I'm down, bro.
Is that what we gotta do? Do we literally have to go underground? Do we have to go in the goddamn waterways?
Why not?
You know what?
One party is super.
I may still know some people out there.
Super simple. Underground for the underground.
Hey, I mean, if we're underground in those tunnels, we won't need no subs.
You know, I got.
But the reverb will be super shitty, dude.
Try beat matching and that shit.
Slap back it like a motherfucker, man.
It would be train wrecking with one track playing.
If you train wrecking so much, some people train wreck so much it'll sound good.
So if you haven't realized by now, after a couple of drinks, we ain't got no fucking sense.
Yeah.
No, we got a lot of sense. We just don't.
But it all makes sense.
We don't speak it.
Speaking of sense, 10
to the
cents
public.
EP in stores now. Soulsupplement Records.
God damn. Am I good or what? How good was that for goddamn segue?
By Sam Tyler.
When did that come out?
The day after Second Sunday.
That's right. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually really good. I dig it, man. It's got some hip hop stuff on it. Sam's awesome. It's a good cat.
Well, then, big ups to whoever the fuck he's talking about.
Sam.
Hey, Sam, don't trip. He doesn't even know. He doesn't
Sam,
know.
I am.
He doesn't know.
I have no idea.
Dude, he doesn't know anybody. I mean, like.
I have no idea. I probably heard it though, but I'm like that. The word association it doesn't really translate.
I tell you what he did hear, Doc. He heard that new Southside Boogie.
Oh yeah, Doc.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Yeah. That shit is fire. That shit is fire. Chop that bitch the fuck up.
That's right.
I liked it.
That's right.
Yeah.
Get that out real soon. We got Doc coming out here in July. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. We got Doc and I played in Charlotte together. We get it off thick as thieves, and he's a beast, man. Straight up beast. Just does his. Fortunate to play with some of these cats, man, and like Matthew and fucking these guys are just like. They just handle business, dude. I fucking love it.
Speaking of Matthew,
he's in town, right?
No, I don't know. He's from San Diego, and it made me think about the West Coast Weekender.
Oh shit, we'll be there.
I kid you not. Like, if you don't know about the West Coast, matter of fact, I'm gonna put a link in the description or in the comments or whatever the fuck is going on under the video.
This motherfucker.
It's gonna be in there like swimwear, and I kid you not, the West Coast Weekender, San Diego, the Lafayette Hotel. It's gonna be badass.
We're thinking about doing a live remote, maybe.
We may do a live remote,
yeah.
But regardless, we in there like swimwear.
That's right, baby.
And I'm not privy to the lineup just yet because it hasn't been solidified. But as soon as I'm privy to it, I'll let you guys know.
Booking Soulsupplement Records.
But between Disco Supreme, if you check out the last live stream we did with Disco Supreme, they make sure you like their page, reach out to them, or you can reach out to Jessica Poche, my homegirl, and and she'll get you sorted, or you can inbox me and I'll send you the info. The West Coast Weekender is May 4th through the 7th, I want to say. Hold on,
we'll both be down there, but we're gonna have some good times. It'll be fun.
Hold on.
It's gonna be good.
Wait a minute. Let me get it.
That ginger beer's on his ass.
Nah.
Not at all.
What time is it? Damn, I need to go get some food.
Let's see here. Yep, that would be May 3rd. May 3rd through the 7th. Yep, May 3rd through the 7th, West Coast Weekender, Lafayette Hotel, San Diego. Matter of fact, here's the thing. House music, May 3rd through the 7th, San Diego. Enough said.
And I'll be there.
Enough said. That by itself, man, come up off the coin. Yeah. And matter of fact, get in while the getting is good because the price is going to go up come next year. So
I'm going to do that tonight.
So if you're interested, hit me up. I'll inbox me, and I'll shoot you the info. I'll hook you up with Jess or Disco Supreme, or whoever the fuck will take your money, because
I'll take your money if you want.
Because I kid you not, it will be money well spent.
It's gonna be a good time.
Hands down. When I'm talking, man,
dude, it's gonna be so much fun. I'm not bringing a single broad.
First off,
oh yeah.
First off, big ups to my man Oscar P and Chris Herrera. And
happy birthday, Oscar P.
That's right, happy belated. But then again, he's celebrating the whole month, so fuck him.
Don't we all?
I stopped.
We kind of do, so fuck you too. And I don't know who else is in the decision making, but just between Chris Herrera, Soleil, big ups to him, and Oscar P, Open Bar Music. That alone, and granted, I mean, whether you know these names or not. You know, if you're watching this shit and you're taking my opinion from it, then trust me. Come up off that coin. Get your motherfucking tickets for West Coast Weekend. This is the 3rd annual, and the jump off is going to be jumped off, and it's going to fucking pop. I kid you not.
We're going to have a good time.
I kid you not. You know what? No, I'm not going to go there.
I'm going there.
But, yeah.
I don't know if I can go. I'll get in trouble with these two motherfuckers.
You ain't wrong.
But the trouble's gonna feel so good.
It always does until the next day.
You know, is anywhere near subwoofer. You know, the trouble's gonna be good. It's gonna be something special.
If you don't like subwoofer,
because every year's been getting better, and you know, and
that's right. I brought it back.
You need to get in. You need to get in where you fit in. But definitely hit me up, and I'll shoot you whatever links. I'll put a link in the description. And
we'll see you there.
Absolutely.
What else we got coming up?
What else you got coming up? You got the joint out in the desert, and
shit going on in the desert right now.
No, they got the 30th.
The 30th.
I keep saying the fucking desert. That's the Artisan. God.
Usually it's in the desert. It's way too cold to go to the fucking desert right now.
I was hoping it was in the fucking desert as opposed to the Artisan. But anyway,
we have a lot more speakers. We're just bringing a couple.
At least you have subwoofers.
Couple of speakers.
Well, at least the turbo is badass because turbo sound is. If you don't know what turbo sound is, then go anyway, and you know what turbo sound is.
If you've been to any of our 0 point parties, you know the sound.
You know what? If you've been to a 0 point party, fuck you. I'm talking about the motherfuckers that haven't been to a 0 point party.
Come here,
you need to come out and bear witness.
Legit speakers.
Exactly.
We got we'll be splitting forces up on New Year's Eve. It happens from time to time, and let me just tell you this: at Bocho.
God
damn it! The damn sushi place, Bocho. At Bocho, Carlos is going to be bringing in the new year with my man Roy Evans and Edgar, right?
As far as I know.
That dude, listen, if I wasn't playing, I would be there. But right across town at Nachos, it's going to be myself. I think I'm headlining. He said it'd be Tony and Dan Coker, and myself. So you
totally misrepresented. DJ Truck Nuts.
Good old Danny.
So either wherever you choose to go to, you're not going to be wrong on that one. It's going to be a good one. And you know.
So see, look, Saturday and Sundays are.
How about this? If you're into house music, I'll go as far as guaranteeing that shit.
I will too. Yeah, it's going to be good. And you know, Dan and I haven't played in a long time together, and we always hit it up. We get real disco-y, man. He gets that disco that. He gets the movement. I get all hyped, dude. It's fun. It's a good time, man. It's a good time.
See, and that's another one.
What it's about.
That's another one. Just like what I mentioned earlier about Carlos, when you see Danny move, that motherfucker's feeling it.
Only thing that makes him
is a motherfucker.
Only thing that makes him move faster is when he's trying to pick up a girl at Nacho House, because all of his girlfriends come from that thing.
Because other than that, Danny is the epitome of stoic.
Yeah,
that's why I call him Creasy Bear.
Hey, that motherfucker's stone face is shit.
Except for his inappropriate text messages. That dude.
Buttermilk biscuits. But big ups to my man Danny. I haven't seen him in a minute.
Yeah, thanks for hooking me up, helping me out for the show. That is Soulsupplement Radio with Bruno Browning at Sugar Shack Recordings. Sugar Shack, just find the motherfucker. Sugar Shack Records. Just find it. Go to my page.
I think the website is Sugar Shack Radio.
I don't fucking know. Just go there. Every third.
Sugar Shack.
Every third fucking Sunday.
Sugar Shack.
Every third Friday.
The last letter starts with an R.
Go to my page and find it, motherfucker. Yo! We got a lot of irons in the fire, man. We got a lot of shit going on. I mean, we got a lot of shit going on.
Yeah. For real.
That's a good thing, though. A lot of people ain't got shit going on.
We're going to have another show prior to it. I'm going to plug in right now. I know we don't necessarily want to do it, but I'm going to do it. Fucking the next second Sunday. Ryan Truman with Subcommittee Recordings is going to be dope.
We're starting out 2018 with Ryan Truman. And it's not like, whether you know who that is or if you do and you want to juxtapose him with somebody else that you would prefer, it's just the fucking beginning.
Dude. Well, it's his third time here, too.
Just like you said, it doesn't matter. Trust you guys.
Yeah, and that's
what I'm saying.
And people are, too. So I
got that. Yeah, I got that. I got the the T word. It's like, hey man, I don't know who the fuck these cats are that you bring in, but I trust you guys.
Yep. We just heard that the other night.
And that's why I say come home.
Yes,
come home.
Yeah.
Like, fuck all the bullshit. You know what? If I ain't who you think who you perceive I think I am, come home and find out. And if I'm not, hold me to task. Put my feet over the goddamn fire. Because I work for fucking dancers. If you ain't dancing, you can shut the fuck up.
Exactly.
How about that, partner?
Yeah, he dropped the fire.
You know what I mean? But I mean, we earn this shit. We work hard. We work hard for y'all motherfuckers. Yeah. And we need you guys to come and fucking ante up.
And we got the safeties built in. I mean, we're not bringing any busters, but you get me in the front, him at the back, him at the front, me at the back. We sandwich the person in the middle. So whatever happens, we got you.
We got you.
We got you.
Get covered.
We got you.
Yeah.
We got you.
If you're in the house music.
Yeah, if not, come on.
If you're a newbie, you know what I mean? You ain't got no opinions here. You know, you
really don't. Hashtag 6 months.
6 month motherfuckers. You know what I mean?
This show has been off the rail for like 15, 20 minutes now.
15, 20. Shit.
And then?
God damn. But either way, I still appreciate you.
Oh, nothing but love for you, baby.
Just learn
from the gate.
All
from the gate. I appreciate you. I
appreciate
I appreciate those that come out and spend that money. You know, that sweat equity on the dance floor. I appreciate y'all, mother. Your Michael Wilsons, you know, your Lou Robs. And I mean, granted, they are dancers. But and not just them. It's everybody else that comes out and shows up and shows out. And I'm not just talking about for Second Sundays either.
No,
I'm
everything.
In general.
Every event.
In general. Coin at the bar, sweat on the dance floor. It doesn't matter. I appreciate you, and especially if you're watching this shit and you're giving us the fucking thumb.
All the finger.
I said the thumb, not the finger.
All the finger.
I was just going to say the finger.
And matter of fact, come next year, we're going to be needing those thumbs on YouTube. But,
oh, shit.
yes, sir.
Damn, this motherfucker got...
Because we are segueing, and we're going to be going to broadcasting live on YouTube soon.
Yep.
So we're going to need those thumbs. And,
and
subscriptions, that will make them money.
Oh, shit.
It's about goddamn
it's
time.
It's about goddamn time. Hey, listen.
Because we sure as hell donate enough.
Because this camera ain't cheap.
At all.
At all. None of this shit's cheap. I'm just saying.
At all. I mean, you're talking about like doctor shit. You know what I mean? The shit that you spin. You know what I mean?
It's true. No, you're absolutely right.
It's a nice rig, man.
It's a cool rig, bro. That's his new word. He's got to rock that shit. I got a rig now, son.
I seen a picture of my new camera. He goes, "Hey, that's a nice rig." I'm like, "Oh shit, yo,
it's
my rig, my new rig, man."
We're talking about gear. He's not a trucker. It's cool. But big ups to my man Joey Focus for coming.
Yeah, thanks for coming, bro.
Hanging out, getting saucy.
Nice gonna walk in a little memory lane, man. That's old glow heads, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I mean, not only badass DJ, run the gamut, but actually a stand-up dude. I'm not gonna get into that rabbit hole, but just being say what I mean what I say. Just on some regular people shit. Because that's the shit that I cultivate. I cultivate regular people shit. It's just, this shit may seem extra. It's really not. This is what we do.
This is what we do.
This is what we fucking do. And we've been doing it for decades. You 6-month motherfucker. This is what we've been doing for decades.
That shit's going to be a shirt.
And you know what? I'm going to end this shit like this. You can't change a game that you can't play.
Damn.
It's flowing like Christ when he speaks the gospel.
You can't change.
I'm gonna water this motherfucker because in the end, because I get the consensus. A lot of cats think they're coming in and they're trying to change the game. That's totally cool. I'm all for that. I kid you not. You got my full support. But you cannot change a game that you can't play.
Right.
That technically constitutes a totally different game.
Cart before the horse.
That part.
Boom.
I'm just saying, man. So with that said,
we got one more. We got one more show.
What?
We got one more show for the year. So we're not saying Merry Christmas yet.
Not yet.
Yeah,
I'm saying Merry Christmas.
We got one more little shorty
because I won't be here. So
yeah,
Merry Christmas.
He's saying fuck you, baby. Y'all. But what I'm saying is that I love all y'all.
Nothing but love.
And that's no bullshit. No. And that's not the alcohol talking. I genuinely love you all. Yeah. I want you to be better, but you gotta do better. You know what I mean? You can't replace something that you haven't, forged. I'm not gonna get into all
I love all you women.
When it's all said and done, here's the thing. I like to say peace, and I say peace all the time. We all say peace, but there's no peace without unity. And that comes from each one teaching one. So if us as elder statesmen are tasked with the responsibility of teaching one, then you motherfuckers need to learn how to learn.
Yeah. That part.
All of that.
Yes.
That's all I'm saying. Because we're totally willing to do it, but you don't get to dictate how we do it. Exactly. You know what I mean? You don't get to be all sus over shit,
Exactly.
All something, you're like, oh my God,
feelings.
Get the fuck out of here.
My feelings.
And with that being said, I'm Bruno Browning.
And I'm Roy Evans, in the house, Las Vegas.
Much love, people.
Thank you for tuning in for another episode of Other Side of Vegas. Big ups to my man Joey Focus for coming through.
Nothing but love.
See you guys on the dance floor. Bring your cash. And I mean sweat. I'm talking about that good shit. Yeah. And your baby powder. Because we taxing all you motherfuckers.
And your Vicks Vapor Rub.
How about that, partner? Later.
And your Vicks Vapor